Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Hackforms podcast for edition 427 of the Hackforms News. This is the second edition of the podcast. I'm Thorns, as always. We're also joined by Nas.
What's up, guys?
And our guest this week is a member since 2010, owner of Infamous, owner of Propitious. Overall, great guy, great human being, great mentor, and great member on HF. That would be iNviZ. Go ahead.
What's up, fellas?
What an entrance! What's up, man? Oh, wait.
Wouldn't be a podcast if we didn't fuck it up, eh? All right. Well, we're just gonna gloss over that detail.
Yo, this is why you got to do some editing. What?
I don't even know how to fucking open any editing. So wait, I did. I had
everything was good until I fucked it up.
I had that guy Allison Argent invited to the writers to help us out with like editing and graphics and shit. So I mean, I can send that shit to him. But I mean, I don't know. I think it's pretty funny that we fucked it up. To be honest, we fucked it up in the first 3 seconds. So
that's what makes the podcast fun.
Yeah. So how you doing, iNviZ? How's everything going? How you doing today?
Going great, man. Been a long week so far. Ready for Friday.
I 100% feel that. It's been a long week for me too. Fucking
can't wait for next week.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna get into some of the news first. I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna read some of the news articles. We're gonna start with group news. For some reason, user news isn't here. I don't know. I'm not gonna, But the group security, which was bought by Vanilla, is now Entropy, which is a group dedicated, I guess, to like, I don't know, some shit with web development. I don't really know, to be honest. I didn't really check. Yeah, cool user bar.
I like the idea.
Yeah.
It's something different. Well, I'm pretty sure it reminds me of Root back then.
Yeah, it reminds me. Go ahead.
I said it reminds me of Root. Like that's like the last group I've seen do something like this, but I might be wrong.
Yeah.
But it has to do with development, pen testing, network security, and hardware. Oh. So it's very broad. But they're gonna do like different sectors. Is what I'm getting from.
Oh, sectors.
Mm-hmm.
Whose group was that was purchased?
That was one of Divine's. It was called Security, and then it was ran by like X Adam. I wasn't really around, so I don't know what it did, but it was. I don't think it like. What's it called? I don't think it
was that active. Yeah.
I don't think it did too much, honestly. If I can just dicked around.
I know Adam's a smart cookie.
Yeah, Adam's a good fucking guy.
I was with him when he did Archive. I don't know if you guys remember that.
That was a good group.
Nah, that was probably around when I don't know, man. When I kind of got reactive, honestly there were so many groups, like names I'd never even heard of. I was just like, okay, I'm out of the loop with this shit. So I need to pick myself up and look around me and figure out what the hell's going on.
Exactly.
That's how I felt last month when I came back. I fucking logged on. I'm in 2 groups. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's how I feel right now, dude. That's how I feel right now.
That's how I feel every day. I log into HF and I'm like, what the fuck is all of this shit? It's like every day.
HF's moving fast.
It's
really good. It's great, man. I mean, the past year I've gotten almost back to where I was at from the beginning. I've gotten really active. I'm enjoying all the changes. I think Zerotic and Omni are probably the best team together ever.
Definitely.
They need to stick together because like everything that's going on, like I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm an old member and I love like seeing changes and I'm kind of settled down with my family and kids, but man, HF is I don't like social media. I don't like Facebook. I don't like Instagram. I don't like all that bullshit. Like HF is where I can come and just enjoy myself. Yeah. Like really just.
By the way,
it's great.
While we're talking about Zerotic, I want to give a shout out for Zerotic for his auction. If you guys haven't seen it already, he has this auction for his DNA award, and it might be the last one. Sorry, iNviZ, but I have to bring it out here.
No, I think it's great. I need to go for the buy it now. I mean, can you believe like all the additions going on with this? Like, wow. Like,
This will probably be the last one, and it ends on March 8th.
Zerotic has a post on the thread with all the additions. Let me look for it real quick, and then I will read off everything that's included in this.
well, I think I can read it off the top of my head.
All right, go
You
ahead.
get the awards. Wait.
I think it's 10,000 bytes Brony Award, which I hate. I fucking hate the Brony Award.
Oh
But
my God.
you get the Brony, the Bomb Award, and
The dog
the
love
dog.
Dog
right?
Award.
Yeah.
Dog
Yeah.
Award, yeah. There it is. And so
Well,
I don't know
it's-
if there's any other extras, but either way, man, like that just shows like how people just
and a
enjoy-
scratch card. A scratch card
Yeah.
as well.
Oh, and a scratch card. It just shows how people enjoy like having Zerotic, part of this forum, and it's cool.
What else is
Yeah.
on for the news?
So we have 3 groups for sale and also a crew. So we have the group Influence for sale, all still, which is being sold by 6:30. We have Lanny's group Polymath being sold, also, and then we have Divine also putting another group up for sale, and then also the member Rebellious put the first crew up for sale that I've seen. With a 1K buy it now, so that looks like that's the going price on crews.
So I didn't know that Omni actually allowed crews to be transferred, but what's it called? He would actually manually do it. But I'm not sure if there's gonna be a fee like there is with groups.
Yeah, it's.
I guess Omni has to say that after it gets sold.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this crew is sold, because it'll truly it's a pathfinder for the rest of groups, our crews, to see where they go and things like that. On leadership changes, a fellow infamous member, our boy Trappy, now owns the group Cash, which actually happened about 2 weeks ago, but it hasn't been reported. I made sure I told them I would have it reported this edition. So there you go, Trappy. You're now owner of Cash. Good luck with that group, brother. Hope you get a user bar soon.
Yeah, he's working on getting a user bar, and he said that he has some really good plans
Yeah.
for
Love
it.
you, baby.
Yeah.
Sorry, my
No,
wife walked in.
it's all good.
We'll edit it out. Don't worry. We'll edit it out.
It's all good. Then I'm just gonna quickly scroll through group recruitments, Entropy recruitment, SWI, Genesis. I don't even know the fuck to pronounce that group. Whatever group, the Sui shit. You have graphics design, media recruitment, literature recruitment, music reviewer, enthusiast recruitment. I don't even know what the fuck that means. Then you have a general recruitment. All seems kind of repetitive, but good luck with that shit. Then you have Samaritans general recruitment, and then you have your boy here, Thorns. Samaritans gaming division recruitment. Go apply for that shit. I'll probably accept you. Just don't bullshit me.
You'll have we're gonna have what's it called,
Game
group
nights.
activities, game
Yeah.
nights,
Whole bunch of-
That
maybe
actually
game
sounds-
reviews.
That sounds actually awesome. I'm just wondering if anyone plays the games I play. Maybe I'm getting old.
Are you
Red
still
Dead-
playing Halo?
No, Red Dead Redemption 2, man, has kind of been my. I've been playing it. I got 4
That game
kids,
is
so
sick.
yeah. But I got 4 kids, so when it comes to online these days, I don't have the time. I've tried games. I love Halo. It's probably my
Well,
favorite
they just announced
game
a
in
new
the whole
Halo.
world. I know.
That's
I've
coming.
seen that,
Yeah.
and I just man, you gotta. I'm really good at Halo. I used to be, but man, you can't pause that shit. You can't pause the online stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you got 2 babies screaming and crying and I'm better off doing the lone game.
That's why you gotta wake up in the middle of the night. Just play.
Yeah, but I work 7 days a week, so
You'll make some time. You'll make some time.
So what I'm actually trying to do with the gaming division, the part of that group, which me and Nas lead, I've kind of taken a front forward stand though. Nas is helping me out a lot. He's going to be helping me through everything. I've kind of came up with most of the ideas and things like that, but Nas is 100% there helping me. But what I've implemented is we do these weekly game nights, and we're going to do 4 a month. And then the week that you vote on 4 games, and so we have 4 games so that all the members can get involved, because I don't want to have one game and then someone not own it, and then obviously if they're going through something in real life, or they're dealing with something that they can't get the game. I want to make sure that everybody's involved and everybody can take a stance through that. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and apply for that. I'd love to have you. You'll probably get accepted as long as you're a cool guy. I do invites about every week, 2 weeks. We go through, we filter through members and things like that. I'm excited. We have everything just now starting. This weekend's actually going to be the first game night, which sadly I'm not going to be able to participate in because I'll be out of town for a tournament actually. So Nas is going to run it for me. But yeah, everything should be good. If you enjoy playing video games, head on over there. I'll make sure you have a pleasant group experience and you get along with everybody. And then we have 3 famous recruitments, which is just a buy-in. I don't know if that's even a fucking recruitment. You got money, you get in. And we have social media enthusiast and recruitment 2. I don't understand this shit. You have a hack your way in for legends, so I guess go hack your way in.
Well, not all of the famous recruitments are buy-ins. Just one of them.
Yeah, just one of there's one buy-in and then 2 recruitments, which one is.
So if you don't have money and you want to still get in, go ahead and apply. I think it has to do with social media, e-commerce, and what's it called? And it's owned by like the e-commerce, I guess, leader is business, which is known.
Oh, he's a good guy, man.
Good guy,
Great
yeah.
guy. He's I'll take my hat off for him any day, man. That guy, he's been a little inactive lately, but I'm sure he's just busy.
Get his ass back. Come on back, business. We miss your ass. Come on back. You're slacking. Then we have Genesis Recruitment, which is a cryptocurrency enthusiast group. So if you like making money, and then we have Wolfpack, which is also led by our friend Trappy, who just bought the group cash. So Doge, get on his user bar so he can get on that shit. Another big thing we need to talk about is it's March 1st, so motherfuckers, get on your contracts. Do your contract shit.
Yes,
that's probably
now it's
one
mandatory, and there's a bunch of new features for vendors as well. So, if you're really big in the marketplace, I think you should get into the vendor group before Omni probably might raise the price, depending on how impactful it is and how many features they get.
It's really cool, man. The vendor group is. I think it's a great addition that Omni did. I think it's him and Zarok worked their butt off on doing all the changes and implementing things that other sellers really have, and that's not even a big fee to pay. I mean, I'm not so big in the marketplace now, but a few years ago,
Yeah.
You were, yeah.
And
this will help you. This will get you actually, especially with the contract templates, which is now mandatory. It will protect you from, scammers, and if you do get scammed, you'll be able to backtrace that transaction and file a dispute for it. It just helps you overall if you're in the marketplace.
Honestly, I never would even thought something like this would have been possible until it was made, and to see how it was made, I was just mind blown, because honestly, the contract system, a lot of people were like, well, how are we going to do auto buys and this and that? But Zerotic and Omni, they've been working,
they got it.
It's all set up. It's, it was a work in progress. And that's why HF has turned in such a damn masterpiece. It's a great place, and
becoming more modern.
It's, the game, the game is super cool. I mean, I've been having fun with it, even though it's the beta. I mean, we all got to play it.
I'm level 5 already, dude, on it.
Yeah, it's
I'm enjoying it.
I have days where I'm lucky, I have days I'm not. But,
I'm really shit at the game.
I like it. It's going to be fun. No, I mean, you can just see the sides of the game. It's going to be a blast, really, with the crews coming up. This is all a big plan for HF, and everyone involved right now. I mean, I think it's great. I think we all need to try it out, give it a shot. Just like the crypto game with Bytes. Why not? Try it out, and just
have fun with it, man.
Get ahead on the features.
HF has so many different points now, where you can like literally like run your cursor over. Okay, I want to go here, there, here, down there, up there, whatever. Blow, go to the lounge, and it's a lot of fun, man.
Yeah.
I've gotten like addicted to HF in the past year. I mean, I've had a
And these new features
enjoy
are
my-
making me stay on here.
oh
It's
hell
giving me
yeah.
a reason. Like that new game, I want to keep checking out my profile, keep making sure my battery is refilled, so I could do more actions.
I know, right? I know. I always think that too. No, HF is no longer just a forum.
No, not at all.
It's like I remember back in the day looking up shit. Like when I first found HF, it was like there were 7 sins and hack forums and like looking up stuff, and like hack forum just always had that great side to it. Like it's like you get involved, and if you just put some effort into it, like you actually become a part of a community.
Yeah.
It's not like, and then it's not like social media, and it's not like all that bullshit. It's just like you can actually make friends and people. Shit, you don't have to know someone's first name to be their friend.
No,
You
exactly.
can just like you can actually help other people out and just enjoy yourself.
Well,
I think that's really
And it's
cool.
becoming more multi-purpose now. Like if you're in the marketplace, now there's the vendor group. If you're here to play like a hacking game, there's a hacking game for you. If you're here for the forums itself, go fucking shitpost in the lounge. Do whatever you want.
Don't shitpost in the lounge. Don't shitpost in the lounge. All right. A big.
But you get what I mean, Like it's so diverse now.
Well, you
There's
guys.
something for everyone.
You guys were kind of off, in the real world, back in late 2017 when I actually left the forum for an extended amount of time. But I remember back in late 2017, a big issue a lot of the members had was it just kind of seemed like HF was starting to get one-dimensional, which is kind of crazy to say now that how you look at it. But a lot of people, they would complain about, there's no new additions, there's no new anything. And then I remember that towards the end of 2017 when I left, that was a big issue. And I come back now and it's like the whole spectrum has changed. There's a lot of different things to do now. It's not just a forum. It's not just a group. As someone who's always been involved in groups mainly, that's all, I shitpost in the lounge back in the day. Not anymore. I'm a high quality member now. It's really interesting to see because now I truly don't have, back then I used to log on, check my groups, post in group subforums, all that stuff. But now I can just, now I can go out and do other things and I'm entertained. HF has really got to the point where it can entertain you in more than one way, which is a big thing because if you're entertained on a site, you're going to come back. And if you're enjoying the site, you're going to come back. It's so... the more entertainment value and the more enjoyment value that Zerotic and Omni get are only doing anything or doing a lot more than what, the eye can see because it's entertaining you.
They're a great team. I think, Omni's the webmaster, man. He's a badass at that shit and a great dude, honest man. And this is just my point of view, but like, him being able to just like take over like his webmaster skills and then Zerotic helping him with development. It's been a hell of a team. Like
100%.
Man, they work really well together and they
Pippen and Jordan-esque, some would say.
Yeah.
You got Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen right there running the one too.
Or P. Diddy and Biggie.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
That's a long shot.
You can't. This is why you can't fucking help these New York people out, man. They fucking. You could take a person out of New York, but you can't take the New York out of somebody. Fucking. Oh my god. Go clean your Timbs off.
All right, Thorns.
All right.
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
We're just making fun of each other.
What? No, what's it? Because I.
You just shut the fuck up, Nos. Just shut the fuck
Yo,
up.
I hope we edit the whole part.
No. This is all it. This is fucking raw, uncut, baby. That's how I like it.
All right, what's next?
All right. So that's group news. Groups are cool. Let's talk about a group that's near and dear to all of our hearts. 6 years running for me. About 6 years for Nos too. Fuck, I don't even know how long for you, iNviZ. Fucking ever. Infamous. What's going on, brother? How's Infamous doing? I mean,
Oh, you mean Seed Life?
See live.
SeaWorld.
Yes.
SeaWorld V2.
Mhm.
Yeah, now it's group's doing good. I mean, it was so cool we were able to get the orange username and stars, and huge shout out to Omni for that because that was super cool. I mean, it was always red and blue, but Infamous, we were around since 2005 in Halo,
Yeah.
the only clan to reach level 50 in the clan ranks. But now it's just so cool to see like Omni and Zerotic really helped out too. Like I was working with the user bar and he was helping with the stars, and we got it all just planned out perfect. And Omni was like, he loved it, and Omni kind of chose the orange, and it was perfect, man. Everything just worked out great. So it's
Yeah.
cool that like we stand out as
It
a
gave it
group.
an identity, you know.
Yeah, it's just really cool. Just I'm really glad to have seeing all my members getting more active, and like with Infamous, it's really neat. It's cool, and like we picked up some really great new members. Like shout out to BB1, Killjoy, Business. We picked up some great new members, and just it's been a lot of fun just chatting with them all the time and seeing what they're about, and that's what makes HF so much fun. That's what makes a user group. Is you have your friends, and you got to welcome new people in. I know a lot of times, like I got a few other leaders, and they're like, "Why would you invite that person?" But at the same time, it's like you got to give people a chance. That's how Shout out to Banter. Banter's
Yeah.
he's done an
Yeah.
amazing job. Uh, he just had a baby. Shout out to his little girl.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Shout out to Banter, man. Great
but
guy.
just people working together, trying hard. I mean, that's what this is all about. It's fun. That's what makes it fun. Like, shit, I'm about to be 33 years old. I'm getting old. I got 4 kids, so it's not easy for me to put on a mic and talk. That's
Yeah.
why we had to set this up all week for me to be able to do this. And thank you, Thorns, for helping me get
No
my
problem.
headset set up on
No
my
problem.
computer. But
Thanks for being here, dude.
Thanks. Yeah.
but that's just like that's what makes HS so much fun. I always enjoyed too. Like I enjoy going through reports, and I just man, I love being a mentor.
Yeah.
It's something
You
I really
appreciate the
enjoy.
farm.
Oh man, I love every member. I always try and just message people usually if they're fucking up bad, like I see them getting attacked. But
Is there any what's it called like projects you have for Infamous in the future you want to talk about now, or you want to keep it as like a surprise?
Trying to work with the MLT on something. Like he has
All
a
right.
good idea, but want to make sure it's all legit and good to
All
go.
right.
But
So we should expect the forum should expect some good things out of Infamous very soon, guys.
Something that I want to talk about Infamous while I have the chance is, I got, like Matt said, you got to give people chances sometimes. Oh, sorry, fuck. Like iNviZ said, you got to give people chances sometimes. and iNviZ, the hackers love Cameron. I remember my third day on HF back in 2013, back when I was 13 years old, told people I was 16, whatever. They gave me a chance. My third day on HF, I PM'd Matt. I PM'd iNviZ. We got into a Skype call. And
it's all right. Everyone knows my name is Matt.
yeah,
All right.
we got into a Skype call, and I just sat down, and I remember they probably don't remember this. I remember asking them, "What's it like when you get invited to a group?" And they were like, "I don't know." And then iNviZ was like, "You know what? Fuck it, I'll show you." And then he invited me to Infamous, and I was like, "Holy shit!" Like, I was like, "Can I stay?" And then you said, "Yeah, fuck it, go ahead and stay." And they gave me a chance 3 days into my HF, I guess you could say career at this point, and I'm just so thankful for.
And then you
for
became a
Infamous.
little dolphin.
Yeah, and now I'm a dolphin, but I'm so I'm so thankful for Infamous because Infamous is everyone knows me. I've been in a lot of groups on HF, but Infamous is the only group I can truly say that I've taken something like out out into the real world for, because Infamous has taught me standards of life, how to interact with other people, how to have social interactions correctly, how to just get along with people, how to treat other people, and it's bettered my life as a whole. And I know that sounds kind of, you know, it might sound kind of weird for HF members.
Cliche.
Yeah, but it's the truth. It's that's how it is. Infamous is a group that'll you join expecting a sub form to post in, but you get a lot more than that. You get a lifestyle. You get that Infamous lifestyle that you can take out of just hack forms. It really teaches you a lot more than just sitting down and posting somewhere. It teaches you how to be a better person, a better man, how to interact with others, and things like that. And I've told iNviZ, these last 6 years, Infamous has been something that I've tried to instill in my life on everyday basis, more than just on HF, because the way that iNviZ, the Hackers Love, Cameron, Nas, and all of them, they taught me a lot of things that I didn't know as a kid. I was going through some personal struggles, some personal demons, and we were all there, the whole group. That was back when we were 20 members, 25 members, and we were all active and we were all there for each other. And I tell them every day, thank you for allowing me this. And I know this like I said, it might sound far-fetched for just the average HF member who just posts, in the lounge and, maybe is in a few groups. But there's really no group on HF like Infamous, nor will there ever be. Because Infamous gives you a lot more than just a user bar and a subform. It gives you a family almost, or exactly like a family that you can have.
And I think that's exactly what it's meant to be,
Yeah, it's meant to be. It's meant to be a family.
Nah, that's much appreciated.
Yeah.
We miss THL, the Hackers Love.
Yeah.
He's
he
busy,
was a big part.
He he was kind of the heart and soul as well. I would probably say he was the most underrated HF member ever.
Yeah, he did a lot.
He was such a good guy, man. And he's so honest, and he's just I keep trying to get him to come back, but he's busy. So.
Yeah, come back THL so you can get that ass whooping in CS again, just like the other night. You can get that ass whooping.
All right, guys, back onto the. All right, enough of Infamous. Okay, wait, Sea Life.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about that. So we all gave each other, I guess, code names.
Aquatic names. Talk about this aquatic name idea you had in this. So go ahead and share with others your whole aquatic name idea.
Nope, not gonna share.
Not gonna share.
It's a group secret. It's a group secret.
You have to be an Infamous to be aquatic and a part of SeaWorld.
Just know if you get into Infamous, you get an aquatic name. It's part of it. You can't change it.
Yeah, just. All right, guys. So,
what else do we have for HF dudes?
Next news, yeah.
Well, I don't really. I mean, listen. There's some like I'm looking. Respect to all the people who do the news, man. But like, we'll go through headlines real quick. Just the new contract policy, which we already talked about. The game, which we already talked about. We had Zerotic talked a lot about that. HF as a whole is doing a lot, man.
No. Talk about the updates of the game.
Oh, let's see. Let's talk about the updates. Let me go to Zerotic's thread real quick and read them off because I really have no idea what any of this really means.
Well, he added like a shitload of new pages.
Yeah.
Now there's like this new OPSEC. There's like the software that you could purchase now with the money.
Yeah.
Before you had nothing to do with the money. You could buy like battery refills, quick charges, and there's a leaderboard now.
Yeah, I was gonna say the main thing is it's really cool as a leaderboard. I mean,
yeah,
that's cool. Put your name on the top 20. Hell yeah,
I actually can't play the game right now because it says the FBI is interrogating you about cybercrime. Lay low until 7:50 to ensure your safety.
I love BB1's post about that.
Because I became Black Hat in the game.
No, you can. I don't know. I get that every now and then, but it's usually I think only like a 15-minute wait.
Yeah, it is. I played it before we started.
So yeah, like I talked about, there's OPSEC, which is a page that just includes things straight off Zerotic's thread. The C says includes categories such as antivirus, firewall, proxy, identity, and operating system. You can purchase items from the shop to fill these slots. As you add firewalls, antivirus, etc., you will notice that your OPSEC score goes up. Your OPSEC score is generated from a formula based on certain account stats. Be aware of this value, but for now, the use of it will mostly be back in relating to PvP, game defense, etc. So that's OPSEC is I guess it's a precursor that is introduced to PvP. It's going to be used towards your PvP score and things like that. So that's interesting. Get your OPSEC while you can. You have the leaderboard now. And if we're looking, let's see, we have
Mr. Robot.
Mr. Robot, who's banned. Sorry, Mr. Robot. Mentals, YouTube, Hotaru, and Solza. I wish you could be part of the podcast, Solza. Where the fuck are you?
I also think Mr. Robot is selling his group as well, by the way. I forgot we mentioned. Forgot to mention that.
Yeah, I don't know. He said he was selling his group, and then he was selling buy-ins the next day. So I don't really know how it's going. But yeah,
I think that was vice versa. I think it was and then
he
switched it to selling the group because he's like working on a new game or something.
Yeah, he's like funding
good luck on that, dude.
an adult game or something. So good luck on that. I think that's a very hard section of gaming to get into, but if you do it and do it right, you can do it.
I think he's gonna do. I think good with that, man.
He has a passion, you know. If he's willing to,
Robot's smart, man. I like him. I've always liked that guy, and
he got a plan. That's the main part.
Yeah, you gotta have a plan. And then lastly, there's items in the shop. So straight from Zerotic's thread is quote: "In the shop, a lot of new items were added. A few of them can be utilized already in the OPSEC page, but many of them are placeholders for features to come." And so yeah, items have been added. So purchase your items with your bytes. Get the economy flowing and shit. Let's get the bytes economy flowing a little bit more. The game looks cool, man. A lot of cool fucking shit.
It's fun. Yeah, you guys should all start playing it. Have fun with it. It's just a beta, but it's
get used to it because it's gonna reset and then it's gonna be the actual thing.
It's actually a lot of fun. It really is because it's almost like almost testing your luck, but it's actually a lot of fun. You kind of get into it. You kind of get where like, okay, I'm gonna try. Okay,
you're gonna try to get that much money.
IP. I'm gonna steal my neighbor's IP, and then next you're like, fuck it, I'm going for the government. I'm gonna find those UFO files. I'm gonna get them.
That's how, bro. I feel like that's like a microcosm for how HF members are. It's like, yeah, 1 week I'm asking about getting my neighbor's IP. The next week, I'm asking about hacking the fucking government.
Exactly. It's awesome, man. Like, and like Killjoy, he's already got the war run. I think 3 or 4 times.
That's
Killjoy. He's good at this game.
Well, what's it called? It's gonna be a big part of HF in the future.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome, man. It's gonna be. You're gonna open up HF, and there's gonna be a whole tab that's just gonna be like. Everything on the game.
The HF game.
I mean, I think Omni's choice on like purchasing like him and Zerotic working together with this whole game, I think it's great. I think it's awesome.
Yeah,
it's gonna bring. Yeah, it's gonna bring. I don't know, like how many people it's gonna bring, but I think it's gonna bring a lot more. I mean, the stats are already great. I just think a lot of people, like the newer members on HF, are getting to the point where they're like getting addicted to like the new features. It's really cool.
And getting involved. That's a big part.
Yeah, it's cool. And HF has changed the past couple of years, man, a lot. Like there's no more like fucking trolls just constantly like bashing people. It's just like kind of became like
I still feel the most underrated feature is the hacker tools. I don't know if anyone ever uses that though. Like the IP lookup, the hacker tools, like the hash encryption, the IP lookup thing.
Oh yeah.
Well, no, it's not part of the game. It's actual feature now.
Oh shit! Yeah. What the fuck? I've been gone too long, man.
There's like a geo. It's like what's it called? The wrench, right under the
wrench. Oh,
under the logo.
Yeah,
The
I
trust
see.
scan?
Yeah. No. It's so there's the BIP 39. I have no idea what the fuck. I don't know how any of this shit works. Uh,
The
character
character counter.
counter, epoch converter, hash encryption, and IP lookup.
Dude, you would never imagine that in a million years before HF
No,
having something like this, you know?
no, never, never. That's just crazy, man. Shit's crazy. HF crazy. iNviZ crazy.
So I think that was the last part of the what's it called?
Yeah,
The news, right?
that's the news. So we're gonna let's end it up on some questions for I guess here iNviZ. So first off, what brought you to HF in 2010? What got you involved?
Oh man, dude, I was involved in Halo 2 2005, and back then it was always about we played the game, but I noticed there was money in accounts, and we used to circle boost, and we used to straight boost, and we used to it was all about accounts on the original Xbox, and then it turned into OGs, and that's what I kind of came on to hack forums. But what brought me here was like you know back in the day, like we used to. This is how we used to shut your internet off. It was kind of like a nice handshake, shut your internet off cheating. And it was just, on Halo 2 in the beginning days, you would just have someone else, they'd use Kane Enable and put your IP in there, trusted, and throw their firewall up. You would get bridged host. And when you got host, all it took was, you could kick anyone
Back-
out of the game
back in
because you were the
360 days.
host. Yeah. No, the OG Xbox days, man. No,
Oh,
no,
OG Xbox. Wow.
Yeah, no, this is Halo 2 days. And that was a lot of fun. And then I realized like how much money is actually how much people want these type of high ranked accounts. And I came on to HF and it was all about that type of stuff that really isn't allowed anymore. But that's how I got brought into it. And then I started selling an amazing crypter.
Yeah.
Teamed up with a great coder, and I was hooked, man. I was on HF forever.
Yeah.
That was when you started the marketplace days.
Yeah. So
the crazy marketplace days, man. All right. Well, let's go on to the next question. It's this is more of like a personal question, but what are some of your goals in the future? This can be HF. This can be outside of HF. What do you want to do in the future?
like with HF.
Well,
First?
you can answer HF. You can answer in real life. Whatever you feel comfortable with.
Oh man, I'll always be on HF. That's a no go, and I always support HF. I always donate. Omni's gonna bring out new awards. I'm gonna get them because I support HF. That's what keeps HF going.
Well, he
And
did
just
say
to
he's going to change it periodically too.
Yeah, and just like with the group, everything, Omni was awesome, and he's kind of the
Appreciate
reason
it.
I brought Infamous back, and I'm just,
Yep. Longest.
Infamous is a little bigger than it used to be, but I honestly enjoying Infamous. I enjoy the members, I enjoy the leaders helping out, and I get, I'll take lunch, and when I take lunch at work, I'm always like looking at HF. Right, play the HF game. Gotta see what I can get. I'm like, damn it, locked out for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
FBI's investigating you.
I just nah. But my future, man, my kids, they're the world to me.
Yeah. It's a big part.
And my career, I got
Yeah.
actually getting flown out to Houston in a month, go take some pretty cool things with work.
Yeah.
Get
That's
some-
Dude,
awesome.
enjoy.
Pretty awesome. So, yeah, man.
That's awesome. It's
Enjoy,
great.
man.
It's great to hear that you're advancing yourself in life too. Because a lot of people on HF they get confused. They think that they just see HF members as their HF profile. But you guys got to remember that all these usernames, all these user bars, user pictures, they have stories and they have people behind them. And you guys a lot of people got to remember that. And it's always good hearing about a fellow HF member doing well and then progressing in their life. I always love hearing that. And then this is the last question. It'll probably be a long one. You touched on it a little bit when we were talking about Infamous, but how was Infamous found? What are the the Halo 2 Infamous? Go tell us about that.
Oh, we were the only clan that reached a level 50, which is a Halo ring,
Yeah.
and then we all got banned. But there used to be a lot of thing on Bungie.net like about Infamous. There's we were it was just a group of, I think there was a total of like 11, 12, 13 of us started. James, he actually had the account God. Don't care, some like people who go back way far in the day, and it was all just a group of people that met together. And actually, it's funny because when I came to Hack Farms in 2010, I actually there's a couple of those people on here, and it was
That's how it started. That's how the spark happened.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's how it all began. I worked my way up. I wasn't the actual creator of the original Infamous, no, but I was best friends with James,
Yeah.
and me and him kind of took that group to, cool things. And
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
That's awesome.
that's where the Delta, that's where our symbol comes from.
Yeah.
That's the thing we've kept since Halo 2.
The infamous Delta.
The Delta, yeah,
Yeah.
just the Delta. It was just, in those days you couldn't put your own image, what you wanted next to your name. You had to create it off what they had. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, anything you wanna end off on? Anything you want to talk about, or any shout outs?
Nah, love you guys. How long has this been going on for?
I think we've been
I
doing
think an hour.
about 45
Yeah.
minutes an hour. All right.
Damn, we've been going that long.
Yeah, I'm
Oh, I
gonna.
should probably too soon.
All right. Well, I wanna thank everybody for tuning in to the podcast and reading this edition of the news. We'll see you guys next week.